So I've now seen every Jim Cummings film. It's sort of strange because you have people like Kevin Smith is probably like the 1 out of 10 kind of like very crude humor. All of his films have reoccurring things. And then you have like Wes Anderson over here on like the very snooty, like 10 out of 10. The aesthetic is very maximalist. Lots of money and talent getting pumped in there, but also a lot of reoccurring things. Jim Cummings is in this beautiful, just kind of like athletic 8 out of 10 spot where there are reoccurring things, but it's not like a Wes Anderson movie where it's printed at the paperwork factory, some quaint little like, candy confection machine. But all of Jim Cummings' movies so far are about Jim's main character being at the very end of keeping up with his own bullshit. It's sort of the same arc to an extent in every movie, but he's got enough fresh elements introduced to keep it awesome. Keep your eyes peeled for these things. This is the sort of highlights magazine, go find these. Vaping. People talking about how somebody said y'all.
And I know he was local because he said y'all.
Hi, you say y'all, I say y'all too. Where are you from?
Characters with a sober streak, and I'm sure there's so many more that they've snuck in there. Another screenwriting thing that Jim leaned on that I really enjoyed is he puts his main character into a corner where it's almost impossible for you to predict the redemptive act at the end of the screenplay. This man consistently, burns through all of his contacts, and yet there's this prize inside the Wonder Ball. It's really gratifying in both Thunder Road and Wolf of Snow Hollow, watching them pull that shit out there at the end.
And this is from Crystal's future husband and my mom.
I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind standing up to your full height for me.
One thing I have to mention because I'm me is the paralleling scenes in The Wolf of Snow Hollow and my favorite series of television ever, True Detective Season 1. So there's a scene where a cop abuses his power to do a breaking and entering on somebody's boyfriend because he's mad at the boyfriend for getting their on, like doing the nasty, the hardcore alcoholism, although I'm certain that's just a part of the formatting when you boot up Celtics and put it in detective script mode. I think it just puts that in the captions.
It says alcoholic.
Alcoholically goes into the room. The villain at the end of The Wolf of Snow Hollow looks a lot like the Yellow King. He looks a lot like that actor, and the tremendous height is emphasized. And beat for beat, this one is just very close to plagiarism. The main detective gets stabbed and lifted up by the final boss, and then their partner comes in and shoots the dude, effectively saving the main character's ass.
But Cummings most certainly feels like an indie auteur, for sure. There's a distinct through line through all 3 of his movies. I mean, of course, he's writing, directing, and starring in all of them, which, puts a stamp distinctly on it. Hell, he edited 2 of them. I think his biggest strength as an actor is his courage. It's his willingness to go out on that ledge, to look like a pathetic, horrible piece of shit. Just literally bearing your soul out. With Jim Cummings, he goes there. In every one of his movies, he has a meltdown in a parking lot. There's nothing I love more than watching Jim Cummings have a meltdown in a parking lot. The scene in Thunder Road where he loses his job as a cop, and he just strips down while screaming at everyone. Like, holy shit.
Here, try getting off duty. I'll ruin the parking lot experience for all of you. You're supposed to be at home right now. You're breaking curfew, making out with some guy in a fucking truck. God damn it, do you have any idea what your mom's gonna say about me? I fucking hate the internet. I just wanted to be the early 2000s. I want to be young again.
Down horrendously, my guy.
I just slid my ticket across the table and I said, "Sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl."